Back at you with another short review, doing it nice style. Look at that. That Figures podcast, part of the Boombastic Media Network. If anybody else out there likes collectibles, action figures, all those good things, comic books, toys, cards, non-sports, fucking entertainment, all types of crazy stuff, good stuff. Check out that wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out That Figures podcast. Also on the Patreon page, Uncut Videos. So today's Andy Kaufman, The Truth Finally, written by Bob Zmuda, his longtime partner. I think his longtime girlfriend, Lynn, maybe her name is. I feel bad, I forget off the top. Yeah, Lynn Margulis. Bob did more of the writing, I'd say, but she definitely chimed in with her stuff. Quick read, you know what I mean? Not that thick. Goes into, I got another one, My Life in the Funhouse, another Kaufman book. I'm a big Kaufman fan. This is kind of, their point of view type deal. So, there's a lot, first off, there's a lot of stuff in here about the movie that goes deeper than the movie. There's a lot of interesting stuff on how the movie got to being made. It was quite a hike to get it to that point. A lot of Jim Carrey interaction in here and seeing how it was for anybody out there that's seen Andy and Jim doc that was on Netflix, you know what I mean? You'll probably enjoy the book. It's kind of a toss-up of, Zmuda thinks that he did fake his death. He talked about doing it a lot, you know what I mean, which was, his big final trick, but it was interesting to see where he was at in the end and such. A lot of the stories from the movie are stretched out here that goes into greater detail. They have some Tony Clifton stuff in here that you don't get to see in the movie, like how he gave some playmate a facial in the Playboy Mansion during a party. The most interesting thing in this book, I'll say, is the theory that Kaufman actually died of AIDS because he was bisexual. I thought that was the most interesting thing in here, kind of mind-blowing situation. We know he was very big into sex through the movie and anything else that you kind of looked into Kaufman on. But the theory that he was like the first ever celebrity before Rock Hudson to die of AIDS, and he just was embarrassed of it. His dad was nuts and his family was a little crazy. But if you like Kaufman, I'd definitely pick up this book and give it a read because it was a good time.